speaking of feminism, you want to talk about this massive breakthrough for women all across the world? There was, like, I don't know if you've heard about this, Francesca.
No.
But there were a few women that went into space for like 11 minutes.
Oh, those bitches. Yeah. I'm just kidding. Yes. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We did, I think we all got a sticker. Every woman got a little glitter sticker. Like, yay, you can do it. Now go back to being paid 70% of what men make. I have so many thoughts about this Blue Origin flight. It really touches every, like, empty identity politics nerve in my entire body.
Yep. But Katy Perry got back in the news, so that's exciting for her. You know, after that album was such a flop, and then she gets to sing to a captive audience in space. Gayle King got to... There's nothing for me that makes me more uncomfortable than somebody insisting on singing in a very enclosed, tight-knit space for a bunch of other people. And then imagine being in space. You're like, I can't even open the door and get out of here. But my anxiety is just through the roof thinking about that kind of situation.
Oh, yeah. It's like dude with guitar at party kills entire vibe, makes you listen to him sing Wonderwall.
It's just way too intimate. And I can't imagine what it was like for those other women, but I think they'll get over it. So it was Gayle King, Katy Perry, Lawrence Sanchez, the fiance of Jeff Bezos, who was responsible for this kind of thing. It's just so out of touch and bizarre. As women's rights are being stripped away, we're sending some of the wealthiest women in the history of the planet up on a joyride in space as a free advertisement for Jeff Bezos, who at one point was the world's richest man. So we're just trying to like play catch up, I guess, with Elon Musk's commercial space endeavors, or Bezos is, but putting some sort of feminist veneer on it as a contrast. Like, why are we enabling this marketing ploy by Bezos?
And what's so annoying is that, you know, people are speaking out about it, and like, I'm of two minds, you know, because there were two scientists on there. One was a former NASA scientist who actually is a sexual assault survivor. She left her research work to go advocate on behalf of survivors, testified in front of Congress. I mean, she's an incredible person. And Amanda Nguyen, and she also was up there. But like, you got the Katy Perry's with her stupid Daisy. I swear to God.
Keep playing it.
I swear to God. And you know what it was called, Emma? You know what the flight was called? They had to name it. It was called the Taking Up Space Mission.
Oh my God. They're leading in. They are leading in. They're taking up space.
Taking up space. This is my flight song. Here's what I think. I think it's okay for billionaires to go into space. I'm fine with the space travel thing because that's what they're trying to do. But for the time that they are up in space, everyone on Earth gets to go ape on their estates. Like, we get to loot and grab as much as we can.
Oh, yeah.
10 minutes and 20 seconds. And as soon as they come back down, you have to drop everything. But it's like a sweepstakes. And, you know, because, you know, as they come back to Earth, Katy Perry's like, I just really realized we have to take care of our mother that is Earth. It's like, okay, you're going to give up your seventh home? No? Okay, well, then let the people. It'll be like when Sri Lankans, you know, like took over the presidential palace and they were swimming in the pool. Like, I want that, but for us down here on Earth.
Yeah, I mean, we need to get something out of this for what they put us through by forcing us to look at these images. Here's a celebrity that we like, Emily Ratajkowski.
Yeah, big fan.
Well, yes, I mean, all right, calm down.
Bernie Sanders. That's the only reason.
She was a Bernie Sanders.
That's the only reason, right. Also, she did speak out about Palestine, right? I mean, she's gorgeous, she's beautiful, she's incredible. Here she goes talking about why this is such BS.
Space mission this morning. That's end time shit. Like, this is beyond parody. Saying that you care about Mother Earth and it's about Mother Earth and you're going up in a spaceship that is built and paid for by a company that's single-handedly destroying the planet. Look at the state of the world and think about how many resources went into putting these women into space. For what? What was the marketing there? And then to try to make it like, I'm disgusted. Literally, I'm disgusted.
I think she was going to say it tried to make it like a feminist thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Which is the grossest part about it.
that's what bothers me. And I get frustrated by white feminism, by lean-in feminism, that stuff that is, and, white feminism, it's a term that I think can be confusing to some people, but it doesn't necessarily just mean white people. It's probably a better term to say like capitalist feminism or lean-in feminism, where although white feminism also just means it's not intersectional. So there's two separate kind of areas that we could talk about here.
Bourgeois feminism.
But bourgeois, for this particular case, like the thing that's just triggering about it is that it gestures towards equality, but it doesn't engender those outcomes, and it's
for the richest men in the world.
It still places
It's big Democratic Party vibes.
Right, like the onus on individuals to overcome systemic and structural problems, and it's just really geared towards women in corporate America, as opposed to the people who bear the brunt for the most of the brunt of our like patriarchal society, which are women of color and poorer people and people in the global South. And
they make up the majority of the working class.
Yes. And so it obscures what feminism really is, and how feminism, just like anti-racist work and just like, working on behalf of trying to change our societal structure to challenge capitalism, these are all things that go hand in hand. And this brand of feminism hurts what feminism really means.
Yeah, and Radajowski said it perfectly, which is it's so late stage. And specifically, not only because women are losing their rights here on Earth, but also that it is a private flight, and NASA is simultaneously being gutted right now.
Yeah.
And there's an actual DEI officer at NASA, because of course there is, because only, I think it's like 12% of people who've gone into space are women. So they have someone who's like, trying to recruit, astronauts and scientists and engineers who are women, who are people of color from marginalized communities. And she was just summarily let go. And people on Twitter are like, yay, didn't see a lot of mainstream news reporting about her being let go. But of course, we're going to highlight Katy Perry, singing in space. So it is we're living in a satire. And so it's very on brand for all of that. I just hate that they splice in a little bit of like, oh, this is an actual NASA scientist, to make us look like dipshits if we criticize it.
Right.
I mean, let's just play a little bit of this, because I think it actually serves cross purposes to what they say by commodifying empowerment like this. Here's Gayle King defending it a little bit.
We're actually doing experiments, but every time one of those goes up, you get some information that can be used for something else. So
a minor problem here is when that was NASA, that was public information, the public advancement. Now it belongs in Jeff Bezos' pocket for him to do with what he wants. That's just a minor point. Actually, it's kind of a fundamental point. Exactly.
Yeah.
Contracts that we give these guys.
I wish people would do more due diligence. And then my question is, have y'all been to space? Have you been in space? Go to space or go to Blue Origin and see what they do.
Go to space?
And then
you go to space.
This is like Dave's, what's the guy, Douglas Murray saying, Dave Smith, have you been to Gaza? Well, don't criticize Israel.
No, it's like, have you ever been to the Fiji private island? Well, then you can't speak about it.
Exactly.
Just go to space, bitch.
Don't knock low Earth orbit until you've tried it.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of tight. So
have you ever been on the poop deck of a yacht? Well, you can't criticize yachts if you haven't.
Absolutely. Oh, that's just amazing. Don't make me hate Gayle King, dude.
Sorry, we got a little bit more.
Okay. I know. I enjoyed the whole, from afar, the wholesome celebrity friendship of her and, well, I mean, maybe
her interview with R. Kelly. I mean.
Was that the one who was like, I'm fighting for my life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I'm trying to like women. Stop making me not.
This is a terrible thing. Is it expensive? Yes. But one of the things they're trying to do, if you get enough people who are interested, it doesn't have to be that expensive.
No!
You get a punch card.
Number two, I don't like that people are calling it a ride. A ride, you never see a male astronaut who's going up in space and they said, oh, he took a ride. We actually duplicated the route that Alan Shepard did. That's why this particular capsule is called the New Shepard. We duplicated that route. No one said he took that ride, it's always referred to as a flight or a journey. So I feel that that's a little disrespectful to what the mission was and what the work that Blue Origin does. Number 3, I've had so many girls and women and some guys who are saying, "Boy, I saw what you did. I'm thinking maybe I should reconsider. Maybe I could do this too."
Going to space in a public photo op. I mean, the problem here is this. She's saying, like, acting like this is some sort of groundbreaking thing that can inspire people. This is the list of women astronauts. There is too many to, I mean, like.
Yeah.
Well, it actually does count them on the side here, so we can just go to the bottom of the list here. There has been...
Over 100.
110.
Oh my God, Lauren Sanchez gets listed?
Well, now,
now they're
included.
That is evil. Stolen valor.
Wait, can you go down? I want to click on Lauren Sanchez and see if that's like one of the top descriptors on her Wikipedia, and I'm going to scream if that's the case. Licensed pilot.
She is licensed pilot, founder of. She became engaged to Amazon and Blue Origin founder Jeff Bezos.
Oh my God!
So
Black Ops Aviation.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it. Don't knock marrying Jeff Bezos getting sent into space until you try it.
Yeah.
I would just look up people. There's a clip of when Bezos took William Shatner up into space, like in 2021, and Shatner his response to it is, "I'm exceedingly depressed, Jeff. Can I tell you about this?" And Jeff is half listening and then goes to get a bottle of champagne and shakes it up,
spraying it in his face. And Shatner's on the verge of tears about like
how small the world is.
How small the world. Like I'm having you gotta find it. I'll read some IMs.
I've only seen this. I would just say I've only heard about that instance because it is incredible. Most people, you're supposed to feel a certain way, but Shatner was like, I'm really depressed because I do feel like, it sounded like we're squandering Earth. We have something beautiful. And I didn't realize he was then greeted with a bottle of champagne in his face.
We have it.
This is the most sensitive billionaire, Jeff Bezos.
To work on it because not only is it different than what you thought, it becomes so quickly.
Well done! First time.
You know what
Get over here, people!
the impression I had that I never expected to have is you're shooting up.
Oh my God!
Give me a champagne bottle.
Come here.
He's crying.
I want to hear this.
He's so focused on getting in champagne. Oh.
Sorry, we gotta go back.
Here, you gotta show their face. We gotta go up a little bit higher so you can see Shatner's face. There we go, perfect.
Oh my God!
Give me a champagne bottle. Come here.
And the blue sky.
I want to hear this. Here.
Do you?
You want a little of this? Hey.
Oh my God.
Oliver is significant other. Anyway, as you were saying.
That is brilliant.
Shatner's the meaning of life.
Anyway,
so
wipe champagne out of his eyes.
I love, this is like, when you're at a party and you're just kind of focused on the bar and you're like, yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, can you grab me? Totally. Yeah. Thanks. Like
the bartender has not come back and like, hey, oh, damn, he's not paying attention.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
I was trying to tell you I'm getting divorced.
Exactly. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. And like Shatner, there's also, I just want to say, like, first of all, don't get me started on how much I don't love space in general, mostly because I'm just more concerned with Earth. And half of space exploration is about how to recreate Earth on other planets and or in space. And you're like, buddy, hey, it's right down here.
Yeah.
But, there's also something, like, I think it's nice that Shatner goes. He's been interested in space, obviously, for so long, so many decades. I don't want to, like, play, now I'm playing like, well, it's okay for this man to go up. In effect, each one of these rides is very narcissistic. It's very personal. It's very about you get to go up because you had this dream or you were obsessed with space or you had a bunch of little spaceships when you were a kid. But ultimately, like, at what cost to the planet, to, carbon emissions, to the funding that goes in there. So again, it's like, it's cool. I support people who like space, but ultimately they're not doing anything other than like, again, getting that feeling, getting a high, even if it's as sentimental as what Shatner's about to say, or if it's as stupid as what Katy Perry felt.
Right. That's exactly right. Let's read some IMs, and then we'll do a little bit more. Do you have like a half hour more with us, Francesca? I don't
hell
let
yeah.
you go just yet.
Go.
Okay. All right. Elbows up. That Shatner clip is literally I think you should leave sketch. Desert Lefty, this is the Paris Hilton stop being poor shirt, but not a hoax. Legalized Comity says, I believe William Shatner is also in recovery, so it's a double dick move. Recovery from alcoholism, that is.
No.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
CPG, Captain's Log, this Bezos guy is a real chode.
I think it might be just any billionaire.
Yeah.
What billionaire has like come out of more exposure looking better?
I mean, it's because they're sociopaths.
Yeah.
You cannot accumulate that level of wealth unless you get it in like a divorce settlement or something. Like, I wouldn't say.
Like a lot of these guys' ex-wives.
Right, like Melinda Gates. I don't know if I'd say she's a sociopath. I mean, but
give her like 10 years to probably develop into one.
Exactly.
Affluenza.
Send Soros to space. I'm pro that. Soros can do whatever he wants so long as he keeps funding the bitchuation room. Ding.
Hey, we like to keep that on the down low.
Oh.
You said too much. Desert Lefty says, dang it, Matt, I was about to say bourgeois feminism. It's Yas Queen, but my queen. You mean labor aristocracy. Apple Cideritis, I've got no problem with billionaires going to space. It's them returning to Earth I have a problem with.
Exactly.
I love Tesla. I love Tesla. I am curious why Katy Perry, who cares about her? It seems like a real miss. It's probably the only singer that would agree to it. I mean, Katy Perry has had like, as somebody who follows pop music a little bit, has really, really struggled over the past 10 years where her contemporaries like Lady Gaga and Beyonce are doing very well. Didn't
she work with some really problematic producer and make like a thirst trap style video that just completely flopped last year?
Yeah, she continued to work with the guy that Kesha accused of assaulting her. I mean, she's also like, her music was never good. Look, never good. I mean, look, I hate on Taylor Swift a lot, but Taylor writes her own songs and stuff. I don't think it's challenging music, but I do think that hers is like even more just like baseline level cotton candy. That was her aesthetic too. Anyway. Northwest Car Hater, Francesca, I've been loving America Unhinged. I can only rarely join for the live stream, but I just want to shout you and Waj out and encourage Zateo to keep you on air as long as both of you want to stick to it.
Thank you. Yeah, if everyone can, go support Zateo.com. They have their 1 year birthday. And yes, it's been really fun. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We've had great guests. Like, our guests have been awesome. Pittsburgh Mayor Ed Gainey was on yesterday. He's running for re-election. It's just been, our guests are the best, top shelf. Sam was on. That was like kind of a whatever episode.
Yeah.
Again,
you gotta save some for the other episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.